Turn me up.
Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a book analysis for the book titled Eat That Frog, 21 Great Ways to Stop Procrastinating and Get More Done in Less Time. This book is written by Brian Tracy, millionaire CEO and businessman. The preface of this book, Brian Tracy starts off the book by saying that we are all swamped with so much to do and that you will never get caught up. There's just not enough time. You cannot control this simply by improving your productivity techniques, like waking up early or journaling your day. What you have to do is you have to completely change your mindset around work. Focus on the 1 to 3 activities that really make a difference in your life. Stop multitasking. Brian mentions how he was not bright in school and worked several jobs as a general laborer. He did not see a bright future ahead. He tried sales and completely failed at first. In order to improve in sales, he started asking successful salesmen what they were doing right, and he replicated it. This is all part of the growth mindset. Brian realized that successful people aren't any different than he is. They just use their time differently, and that was a revolution to him. Introduction. Eat That Frog. Tracy uses the metaphor of eating a frog to explain the importance of accomplishing your hardest tasks first and doing it immediately. No sitting and waiting. The main message of this book is that you should do your hardest and most important tasks first and get them done right away. The grossest thing you can probably do and the hardest thing is eating a frog, so that is why the book is titled Eat That Frog. Studies show that the most successful people have one thing in common. They take immediate action and do not procrastinate. You can make taking action and finishing tasks an addiction. Accomplishing a task releases natural endorphins that give a natural high. You can make this an addiction just like unnatural highs. A couple examples I know you guys can relate with is like finishing an assignment for school or finishing a workout at the gym. It gives you that good feeling. It puts you in a good mood. It gives you a natural high. You can get addicted to that just like drugs. The only difference is this one will benefit you, and all successful people are addicted to it. There are 3 key D's that I like to call them, called the 3 D's, to develop the habit of focus and concentration: decision, discipline, and determination. Number 1. Set the table. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen R. Covey, is one of the best books I've ever read. The second habit he mentions is to begin with the end in mind. You must have your end goal and reason for completing tasks before doing them. Set the table is kind of the same way. You must find your reason. Whatever the reason is, whatever your why is, you must determine it before you continue. The author gives a 7-step method for how you can do this. Step 1. Decide exactly what you want. Become crystal clear so you do not waste your time. Step 2. Write it down. Activates your brain and documents it. Step 3. Set a deadline, because this creates urgency. Step 4. List everything you can do and change to achieve such goal. Keep building the list and use it as a map to achieve your goal. Step 5. Organize the list into a plan by priority and sequence. First things first. Step 6. Take action immediately. Step 7. Do something every day that moves you towards your daily goal. Number 2. Plan every day in advance. Before each day, make a list of all the things you want to do the following day. Tracy mentions the multiple benefits of planning and how it unlocks a different part of your brain that is responsible for creativity and will unlock more mental and physical energy. Planning your day may take 10 to 12 minutes, but the simple act of structuring your day can save you 2 hours the following day. Just like I preach how important it is to use money to make more money, this is using time to make more time. When you go to sleep having a whole list of things to do planned out, your subconscious mind will be planning on it while you're asleep, and you will wake up with new ideas on how to get them done quicker and more efficiently. Have a master list for goals you want to achieve sometime in the future, a monthly list, and a weekly list. The weekly list has been proven to increase people's productivity immensely. Number 3. Apply the 80-20 rule to everything. This rule is universal to everything and basically states that the top 20% of anything accounts for 80% of the results. The top 20% of customers account for 80% of your sales. The top 20% of habits account for 80% of your value as a human being. Earlier on, it was mentioned that you must focus and avoid multitasking. People procrastinate on the things that matter most, or the 20% of their tasks, because they are focused on the other things that are much less important, the 80%. Number 4, consider the consequences. And keep in mind that consequences can be good or bad. It is important to think about the future, double check things, constantly verify, always take a long-term view towards your career and success. If a customer is mad for a reason, compensate him in a way that will make him return in the future. This is better long-term, although you punish yourself short-term. Always ask yourself, what are the consequences of doing or not doing this task? Successful people are willing to delay short-term gratification in order to achieve long-term success. Unsuccessful people, on the other hand, are weak and undisciplined and fail to do so. Losers try to escape from their fears and drudgery with activities that are tension-relieving. Winners are motivated by their desires towards activities that are goal-achieving. Number 5, practice creative procrastination. We're all human at the end of the day, and we're bound to procrastinate somehow or some way. But the difference between high performers and low performers is what they choose to procrastinate on. Make sure you eat your ugliest frogs and procrastinate on the smaller ones. So when you see your most important tasks, you attack that, but the smaller ones, you leave and you procrastinate on those. Warren Buffett was once asked what is one of his secrets to success, and he said, simple. I just say no to everything that is not absolutely vital to me at the moment. Most people procrastinate subconsciously without even knowing it, and therefore usually hold back on the more important tasks. Take control of your mind and procrastinate on purpose on the little tasks to let your mind rest. Number 6, use the ABCDE method continually. The ABCDE method is a method you can use in your everyday planning to set your tasks in tiers of priority. Starting with A, the most important, the one that will have the most negative or positive consequences. If you have more than one A task, you can add subclasses like A1, A2, A3, etc. B tasks are things you should do, like going to the gym. C tasks are neutral and have no effect at all on your career or work life, like phoning a friend or going out for lunch with a coworker. D tasks are something you can have somebody else do and should choose to do so if possible. For example, if you can hire a maid to clean stuff around the house, that'll save you lots of time. E tasks can be eliminated altogether. Scrolling through Instagram, watching the ball game, going to the bar are considered E tasks. Number 7, focus on key result areas. Key result areas are specific skills needed for a specific position for a career. Each career has probably over 5 key result areas. A key result area for a salesman would be to schedule meetings and to close sales. For a secretary, it would be to write and type up reports. For a doctor, it would be treating patients. You must determine your key result area. Once you have found it, it is time to give yourself a grade. Find the weakest one and work on it. An example is a manager who isn't great at delegating. Instead of neglecting weaknesses like most people do, work on them and get better. Ask yourself the great question, what one skill could you start developing and build that will have a massive positive impact on your career? Become good at the things you are procrastinating on, and it won't be hard. It is a lot easier to procrastinate when you're not good at something, and if you work at it, it would only get better. Yeah guys, that's it for today. Part 2 will be coming soon. There are 21 ways, so I can't get them all in one video. However, I love you guys. I hope value was provided to you within the video, and if there was, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, everything that can help support the channel. You guys have a great day.